Here are 3 ways to activate your pelvic floor muscles and your transverse abdominis. For the first strategy, lie on your back. Make sure you're comfortable. Now, one of the best places to feel the transverse abdominis muscle is over the lower abdomen, just in from the pelvis. So press in gently there with your fingers or thumbs. And then we're going to get the pelvic floor muscles and the transverse abdominis to contract together. Imagine you're in a queue for the loo and you've got to hold it because there's a queue and you need to wait before you go to the loo. Tense up those muscles as if you have to hold your bladder and relax. So that is the first strategy. Lie on your back, feel the flattening of the transverse abdominis over the lower abdomen and use that contraction of the pelvic floor muscles, thinking about being in the queue for the loo. The next way to think about tightening up your transverse abdominis is to imagine that you've got a belt and you want to simply do it up a notch. So you can just imagine there's a belt across the front of your abdomen there, and you just pull that belt, tightening it up by at least 1 notch. And as you do that, you're tightening the muscles across your lower abdomen. It may also help if you actually have a belt, put that on, and then just tighten that up by a notch and just feel yourself tightening those muscles underneath the belt in order to flatten your lower abdomen. At the same time, you can contract those pelvic floor muscles, imagining you're in the queue for the loo like we did in the last strategy. After you've watched this video, we'd like to invite you to check out the other content on the channel where you may find some other helpful videos. For the final strategy, have something that you can press down on that's at shoulder height and then press down. And as you do that, you should habitually tighten up your abdominals, and in particular your transverse abdominis, and then you can also consciously get your pelvic floor muscles to contract as well. Just remember that cue for the loo thought. With all of those strategies, it's important that you keep your breathing relaxed. It's not a good idea, and it won't work very well for you if you're tensing up so much that your breathing also stops momentarily. So with all of those activities, all of those exercises, remember you're aiming for around a 30 to 50% of your maximal effort contraction, and that will start to work on the strength, the endurance, and the mind to muscle connection of your transverse abdominis, your pelvic floor muscles, and ultimately those deep stabilizers around your spine. Please share this video with anybody who you know who may find it helpful. So in the next video, I'd like to show you a strategy for improving your breathing pattern. I'll see you in the next video.